The Mandela Washington Fellowship Program has come to an end for most fellows, but 100 others remain in the U.S. to complete their internship in various institutions. VOA's Esther Githui-Ewart interviewed some of the participants and has our report.
The second class of President Obama's Young African Leaders Initiative program is expected to be agents of positive change in Africa. And the fellows have clear objectives on how they can improve their countries upon their return. Pamela Kanora is from Tanzania, where efforts to put in place a new constitution before October's general elections have failed. Her main focus is to improve the credibility of elections in Africa.
Democracy is a process and not an end in itself, but the quality of democracy really translates on the type of leaders we put into power. So the credibility of election is very vital.
Ethiopia, on the other hand, has been on the spotlight for a poor human rights record, imprisoning of journalists and cracking down on dissent. Margie Hailemariam says she was lucky to be selected for this year's Mandela Fellowship Program and wished to share her knowledge with the youth in Ethiopia.
Yeah, the system is not very comfortable for the youth at the moment. We have people in prison, as you've mentioned. We don't have independent media, and when it comes to social media again, so people post, blog or write on their own social media outlets. Still, that one is a restricted one.
Margie, however, believes that Ethiopia needs a pragmatic approach to engage the youth without necessarily waiting for official initiatives.
We can work with the existing youth platforms so that we can enhance the participation of youth in different aspects.
And while many young people on the continent face various challenges, Somalia's youth, particularly girls, face some of the most difficult challenges. Yali fellow Faiza Abdirashid currently works for a Somali think tank, which was recently established to deal with youth issues.
This is sincerely a prestigious opportunity, and which every youth need to maximize and utilize. Whatever we get back from here, taking it back home.
Faiza appeals to Somalia's younger generation to stay home and make use of the opportunities they have while taking responsibility to move their country forward.
I need to see back home a good governance, youth participation in politics, youth participation in rebuilding Somalia, youth taking their lead and their position within the country.
And as Tanzanians prepare for the general elections in the coming months, Pamela Kanora says the youth appear to be more aware of their role and are actively engaged in the election process.
One bit that I want to encourage fellow youth, because it's very, very important, they should make sure that they have effective participation, not being lured by politicians, by small things for them that they'll forget the bigger picture, that you put this person in power for the next 5 years, and this will determine your well-being and the well-being of the country at large.
The Mandela Washington Fellowship's objective is to empower African youths through academic coursework, leadership training and networking. Esther Githui-Ewart, VOA News, Washington.
We want to know what you think about Africa 54 and the stories we cover. Join the conversation on Facebook. The address is Africa 54, and check out our headlines 24/7 on voafrica.com.